Okay, so hopefully we all watched the amazing fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, son of Nigel Benn. There is definitely some tension between Chris Eubank Jr. and his father, Chris Eubank Sr. Absolutely no doubt. He hasn't been there. We didn't even know if he was going to be there on the night of the fight. See how Chris Eubank Sr. handles this thing and whether this might give some clues as to the tension between him and his son. I'm going to give you the end bit at the beginning. I think that Chris Eubank Sr. prefers that aggressive style of Conor Benn. That's what I think. We're going to skip forwards to the end of the fight. Another very revealing interview between Chris Eubank Sr. We look at the actions of Chris Eubank Jr. at the same time and look again what Chris Eubank Sr. says.
I underestimated him. I didn't train for a fight like that. I didn't know he had that in him. He's never shown that. But then again, he's never had to show it. He had to show it tonight. And so did I.
Hang tight, Chris, because we are going to come back to you, of course. I do want to grab a word with your father. Chris, how special was that? As I said to Chris, we weren't sure if we would see you tonight. But my obvious question is, how proud are you of your son watching that from ringside?
Listen, he couldn't move around the ring, and so he had to stand toe-to-toe. That is legendary behavior in the ring. Legendary. And this Conor Benn, as I said, Conor Benn is an extraordinary fighter. He's gone...
Listen, I'm going to pause and rewind again. Look at what Chris Eubank Jr. was going to do. Riddle me that. How badly did he want that drink, or did he just want to separate himself from his father for reasons that we don't really know outside of the ring? But it might have been connected to what we saw a little bit earlier in the ring. Then how quickly, in the praise of his son, who's actually just won that fight, for the family honour and everything, is Chris Eubank Sr. talking about the other guy. Imagine if that is your dad. Well, I'm not criticising Eubank Sr. I'm just breaking down the tensions which are, for me, evident in that relationship and what might be at the source of it. And again, for me, I don't know these guys. And I'm not saying that Chris Eubank Sr. doesn't love and admire his son, but I just think as a boxer and as a boxing fan, he's going to love the aggression from a Conor Benn. Win or lose, and it's that kind of thing that you will respect from a fighter. You know what I mean? You can either the outcomes that you want, obviously your lineage, your son to win, but what you respect is that pure aggression. That's what he likes.